Hugo von Hector, The Kid's Art Collector by Whitney, Beatty, and Allyson Arrogante. Have you ever lost track of a picture you drew? Sit down then, my friend. I have a story for you. In a magical land that's surprisingly near lived a listless young dreamer, his calling unclear. The gentleman's name was Hugo von Hector. He considered himself a beauty respecter. He was always enthralled with the sights of his world, from buildings to beasts to the way the clouds swirled. Nobody else seemed to see all this beauty, so he made recreating each wonder his duty. The problem for Hugo was in the technique. Though his world was all scribbles, his pictures were sleek. His paintings too detailed, his sketches too neat. It just didn't look like the world at his feet. One night he lost sleep from artistic frustration and wished on a star for divine inspiration. The very next day, as he walked to the store, he stumbled upon an unusual door. Connected to nothing, it floated in space. Where could it lead, and to what kind of place? He knocked on the door and then opened it slightly. "Is anyone in there?" he called out politely. Watching his step while he minded his head, he carefully crept toward a light up ahead. Stepping out of the darkness and into dim light, he stood in a kitchen as quiet as night. But this wasn't like other kitchens he'd seen. It was giant and gray and a little too clean. Then he turned and he saw the most beautiful vision. A fridge filled with art, made with soul, not precision. He counted 24, and each was terrific. The artist who lived here must be quite prolific. And there on the floor, the most beautiful sketch, a stylish young girl with her dog playing fetch. This picture down here, all alone on this tile? It's clear, Hugo thought, it has been here a while. A tragedy. Someone could kick it or tear it. Oh no, what if no one around could repair it? He stared at it, feeling a call growing stronger. He could not let this portrait remain any longer. Had the door let him hear? He felt sure in his heart. He was destined to rescue this bold piece of art. So he rolled up the drawing, then ran through the door. At home he laid out his new loot on the floor. For days he admired it, marveled and gazed. The craftsmanship, colors, he was truly amazed. Then he started to wonder, could there maybe be more? When he set out to search, he found 3 brand new doors. He slipped through each one, and in each he found art that had dropped to the floor and might soon fall apart. His favorite was one of a blue worm with teeth that wore a pink tutu just like his friend Keith. and another that perfectly showed Hugo's home right down to the rainbow and squat purple gnome. He took each piece home and admired them all. He framed them and hung them all over his walls. Word got around, and folks traveled to see each new masterpiece in his gallery. Hugo learned that his purpose was not in the making, but rather in sharing the art he was taking. So if you're an artist who paints from the heart, and you see the next day that you're missing some art, it may have been found by a good-natured thief who comforts himself with the noble belief that he's saving the art from its fate on the ground and inspiring others with the beauty he's found. Your art may be under the watchful protection of Hugo von Hector in his Kids' Art Collection.